Hi, my name is Kristie Hubler. I own fabricatedframes.com and I design, make, and sell washable, sewn fabric photo frames, and in this case, washable sewn fabric brooch with the removable part. This is a pin back that you can get from AC Moore or Michaels, wherever they sell the packs of bar pin backs. And I know AC Moore sells them for about $3, $4 for a pack of 44. I mean, it is under 10 cents a pin back. And it's bar style, they call it. And so I'm taking it out of the hole, and I'm taking it out, as you can see. And see, these mechanisms, the two ends will go through the holes. This has a pocket that the pin back goes in. And what you do is, push the pointy part through the bottom hole, slide that in, like that, and then guide up this guy, the little turnstile mechanism, push that through the hole, the other hole, as you can see, and you put it on, like so. Unfortunately, I'm not wearing colors that are in this pin, but this is just to show you. Plus, it stands out, doesn't it? It's rather bright, this particular pattern. It's called Curvy Plaid. It's feminine. It's lots of curls and folk artsy, abstract. Lots of wiggles and dots and flowery little things. And then, okay, see? And I'm doing, and I just do that, and there you go. I'm left-handed. Normally I put it on my right-hand side of my blazer jacket, blazer jacket, shirt. I'm doing this because a lot of the world is right-handed, and they put it on their left. So I put the pocket, whatever way you put the pocket is fine. If you want to put it on this side, if you want to put it on this side, you want to put the pocket on the longest sides, either or. And then you would sew the 3 other sides and leave a pocket. And what it is, as well, this pin back, which is washable, you put it in a lingerie bag along with the fashion fabric photo frame, which is washable. You put it in a lingerie bag, stick it in cold, stick it in with mild detergent, delicate cycle, put it on a towel to air dry. You want to put it in the dryer, you could, but there is all that glue in it as well as on these panels, so you may want to stand it up on a towel to dry. This is great. The ink doesn't come off when you wash it, doesn't come off on your fingers. There are 4 panels that make up a pin. 2 for the front, the main front with the design, and the fabric panel that backs it, and 2 for the back panel with the 2 holes situated for the mechanism to stay in place and poke through to allow you to wear it. And the 2 of these, and the 2 of the front and the 2 of the back, they make, when joined on 3 sides, they make a pocket for the pin back to slide out of. And that is the washable fabric photo frame. I took some video of this following this part, and basically you have the printouts. You cut around the patterns, around the seam allowances that are around the main panels. You cut your corners on all 4 panels as close to 45 degrees as possible. You fold down your seam allowances. You then sew around each panel. Well, you gotta peel back the paper before you do that. Use your finger to burnish the flaps down the seam allowances, then sew around each panel. Then sew your 2 fronts together, ink side, print side facing out on both sides. Do the same for these 2, for the back panel. Cut out your holes. You can use the hole puncher, or you could use, which I recommend in case you have arthritis, highly recommend getting one of these pointy embroidery type scissors. They poke right through, you go around the hole, and you're done. The fusible web seals the hole. If you feel that it's a little fraying, you know, and you get some saran wrap or some aluminum foil and get yourself some Elmer's glue and water. If you want to use acid-free glues, fine and dandy, but mix that up and use a cheap paintbrush and go around your holes and lay it on the plastic wrap or the aluminum foil. Allow it to dry. Very sealed, will not fray on you, and it's washable. Very, very washable. Not many pieces of jewelry that are out there are washable. So that's why, again, you could get so many different designs and so many different sizes. You could go up to here if you really wanted to, or you could go, and have it, 1 inch by 1 inch if you wanted to, and use the military clutch. They have those in packs, the military clutch pins at Michael's, if I'm not mistaken, or you can get them online. And then you use your hole puncher, or in this case, the embroidery scissors. Poke those holes out on those two panels that make the back panel. Fine and dandy. As long as your thread coordinates and you use the Thermoweb fusible web, you're fine. And scissors, fabric scissors, Thermoweb, embroidery scissors, simple, inexpensive tools to go do this, and thread. And you're done. And then you could always use these panels as a guide to make your own with other fabrics and other designs. And you can hand paint your fabric, and you can bead on your pins, or whatever you want to do. So I thank you very, very much. My name is Kristie Hubler, and I own fabricatedframes.com. And you can also reach me on craftsy.com for different sewing patterns such as this. Zazzle, I have this is using fabric from Zazzle, the new fabric program, the custom fabric printed, doing a cut and sew. In fact, I'm going to have something where you can use a swatch, $6 Zazzle custom swatch, 9 inch by 9 inch, with instructions printed and all 4 panels on there. And from that $6, you can make a brooch or even an ornament for your tree. So look out for that. Again, thank you very, very much, and thank you for watching. When your hole puncher doesn't work through thick fabric, use the pointy embroidery scissors to poke through and go around your holes. And make sure when you align the finished folded over seamed panels with the 2 holes, this one and this one, make sure that they're aligned, and you can always take your embroidery scissors and go back over the hole that's showing on the back side and make it nice and clean. And when you iron them together, they'll fuse and it'll seal the cut hold edges. Hi, I am doing the brooches, and as you can see, I have 4 panels, 2 for the back and 2 for the front. What I did was I peeled the paper backing off like this, and then I folded all 4 corners, all 4 flaps under, using my fingernail to burnish it. See what I'm doing? And then did this for all 4 corners. And this is how you do the brooch. Make sure that goes under nicely. Use your fingernail. And then what you could also do before you iron the flaps down and sew all around the 4 sides, what I did as well, I had cut the corners at 45-degree angles. If they had the 2 panels with the holes, I cut them out using the embroidery scissors. Poke through, cut around the hole. As you can see, there's some kind of, like, I don't know if you could see, there's like a shiny quality here. And the shine is, the Thermoweb is on the flaps as well, because I put a big piece of the fusible web over the back side of the fabric. And then to secure it, before you sew down all the 4 edges and then put all the parts together and sew them, what you could do is you could take the nozzle and the tip of your glue and really just put it on the corner here. Just dab it using your nozzle to push it back, and bits of glue. just ever so slightly. And then you take your finger and you like kind of push it back a bit. And then that way when you go to sew all your parts and panels together, it's already hunkered down, if you will, and you won't have any fraying. And next we will sew around everything, all the parts, all the panels, sewing down the seam allowances that are on the back, and put the parts together, and then insert the pin next.